If you watched His and Hers and were unimpressed, I'm here to help. I have seen basically every thriller miniseries in existence, and a lot of them are disappointing. So here's a list of ones that are actually worth watching. Starting with The Sinner, season 1 specifically. This opens with the murder immediately, and you see who commits it. So it's a why-done-it, not a who-done-it. It's very psychologically interesting, while also twisty and suspenseful. Department Q is for you if you like straightforward, unflashy procedurals with interesting characters. The first season follows a detective who's looking into the disappearance of an attorney who's been missing for 5 years. Blackbird is so woefully underwatched for how great it is. It's a true crime dramatization, and Taron Egerton plays a criminal who's offered a commuted sentence if he goes into a prison to get a confession from a suspected serial killer. Much of what makes this so great are the scenes between Taron Egerton and Paul Walter Hauser, who plays the suspected serial killer. Obviously, True Detective season 1 is on this list. This is a legendary season of television for a reason. It is both a detective story and a character drama, and Rust and Marty are such memorable and interesting characters. Via an alternating timeline, you see how this one horrible case shaped who the two detectives are as people. You might see a pattern here. Mayor of Easttown is another murder mystery where the characters are just as interesting as the case itself. Twists alone don't make a show good or watchable. Mayor of Easttown is set in a small town, and you get to know all of the characters and the people who live in the town very well. So when the story develops and the twists do come about, they don't feel like they're out of nowhere. Under the Bridge is another underwatched gem. It's a true crime story that isn't exploitative the way a lot of true crime dramatizations can be. Rather than focusing on the spectacle of the crime, it really focuses on the systemic failures that led to this young girl being killed. This one is very sad, but it's really well done. The Undoing stars Nicole Kidman as a wealthy Manhattan therapist whose life is blown up when one of the moms at her son's school is found murdered and her husband becomes the main suspect. This one is very glossy and very bingeable. Definitely more of a spectacle than the last few on this list, and it's so addictive. Bad Sisters, but season 1 only. It was originally meant to be a limited series. 5 sisters all hate their brother-in-law, and then he ends up dead. This is a dark comedy, so definitely a different tone than the rest of this list, but if you like Fargo, then you should give this a try. The Night Of stars Riz Ahmed as a guy who meets a girl, goes home with her, and then wakes up next to her dead body. This series is much less a whodunit and much more about what happens when the US justice system decides that you look guilty. It's another one that's pretty dark and sad, but incredibly well made.